What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Gear Breaking Next, where we give excellent assessment and reviews. And in this video, I just want to sit here and talk about Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Just basically just broke Avatar's record for the highest grossing film of all time in North America. Now, excuse my voice. I just woke up, and for some reason, because of the cold and everything, when I wake up, I end up be really dehydrated and really dry. And I just drank some water, so I'm hoping my voice will come back. But anyways, I just have to admit that I'm not really surprised because the film was actually that good, and that's a couple of things I wanted to talk about when it concerns this. Now, to Lucasfilm and Disney, congratulations. Y'all put out a very good movie. I enjoyed it. If you have not seen my review for it, the links are in the description below. And also this report that I had read, I'm going to put that in the description below too, so that way you can get the best of both worlds. And my thoughts on it. Unfortunately, I haven't made a spoiler review yet. I'm thinking about doing that in the next video, but hey, a lot of things to do. But anyways, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Like I said, congratulations. Like I said, I did enjoy the characters. I did enjoy the performances. I did enjoy the story, the visual effects, everything about the movie I enjoyed. Although there was a couple of hiccups here and there, and those movies actually that perfect. But anyways, it makes me want to question. Now, Star Wars is one of those series that has grown such a big fan base over a long period of time. It's been about 40 years. Star Wars been alive for more or less 40 years. And the reason why this is such a really cool thing is because it actually has a fan base of the older generation. You can say my generation and even the younger generation with the prequels. So that's a generational series, and that's a really good. That's really cool, And I'm glad that they did push for a part 7. Now, I want to say that now that this movie is just breaking all of these records for holding, making the most money, I believe. What was it? Having the most money within 24 hours, which honestly, I'm happy to say that I put money into that too, because I watched the midnight release of it. But, let's just say, is the movie really that good to be breaking all of these records? And movie nostalgia aside, I actually believe it is. It's a really well-written story, really likable characters, really memorable action sequences. And, is it mainly the Star Wars fanatics that are watching this movie, or is it just, people from all around? Now, like I said, I've seen the movie twice, and I was like, the movie is a Star Wars movie and definitely is made for Star Wars fans. But I have to acknowledge that when I went to this movie, it was like, okay, I feel like people that enjoy certain different genres and not really Star Wars fans will actually enjoy this film. There's a lot of great humor, so people that like movies with witty humor in it can really enjoy it. People who like great action sequences can enjoy action films. Great visual effects, they can enjoy. People who enjoy dramas with characters and emotion, they can enjoy this film also. Is this movie that good to be breaking all of these records? Simply, I would say yes. And we all know that the fans are pushing this movie. And would it be breaking all of these records if it didn't have such a big fan base? I'm not sure. Probably not. But it is a good movie that appeals to so many different genres. So, and also, with the first movie just breaking all of these records, how is Lucasfilm and Disney gonna, make a follow-up? Now, when you sit here and think about it, like the prequels, The Phantom Menace first came out, it grossed $1 billion, over a set amount of time. But when you sit here and think about it, the other prequels didn't come close to it. I mean, one made like $600 million, the other one made like $700 million. But you know, is the sequel to this film, Episode VIII, going to be able to hold up to how great this film is? And that's something I really want to see, because I did like the direction that they took. But I am quite interested to see that. Yes, I was reading reports and stuff, and like I said, it's been breaking all sorts of records, and it's interesting to see that I just moved in about 20 days, I believe, and it's gotten to $1 billion. Like, that was like such a leap. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. This movie and Avatar was out for like what, months when it hit $1 billion. And me personally, I haven't seen Avatar. Avatar was the highest grossing film in America. Titanic was the second highest grossing film, and you know, it's took both of them. And Titanic was a really good movie. I haven't seen Avatar. I need to check Avatar out. But yeah, you know, them just my thoughts about that. You know, I'm just ecstatic. That's just like freaking amazing that they can make movies like this. And it's really cool because if you sit here and think about it, that there's a lot of movies that have been coming out like that. They're like $1 billion blockbusters. And I'm not saying just because the film was made $1 billion that made it good. It was actually the different elements in the film that made it good. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, just my thoughts on it. $1 billion, just making it to #1 and beat Avatar. That's amazing. And I have to say that the film was actually worth it. You know, I could say that I understood why it made $1 billion. And not only because of the fan base that pushes it, because Star Wars does have a large fan base, but because it was actually a pretty good movie. And it seems like it was one of those movies just highly anticipated. And I think it's more of the nostalgia, the build-up, that made it just explode the way it did so successfully. Because we haven't seen Star Wars in like 10 years, I think. Yeah, it's been like, not 10 years, but it's been quite a gap. And so people always wanted to sit here and see another Star Wars movie, because especially with the expanded universe and everything. And you know, when people sat here and had first heard that there's going to be a new Star Wars movie, just so much just speculation, so much debating, so many arguments, so many conflicting ideologies, so many opinions and different perspectives, you know, and it's just, wow, this is just so beast, it's so badass to see where they're taking the Star Wars universe. So I think it was really the build-up, the nostalgia, and the fans and the build-up that really launched the success. Because I don't think without especially the big fan base that it already has and the build-up the way it was done. And I have to say, J.J. Abrams is a really good director. This man completely kills as a director. I especially like the Star Trek films that he directed. And he did a really good job with this film. Like, kudos to J.J. Abrams from that. But yeah, guys, in the comment section below, just let me know your thoughts about, you know, Star Wars Episode VII, The Force Awakens has officially topped Avatar to become the highest grossing film of all time in the U.S. in North America. And do you think that it's going to top, you know, the highest grossing mark of Avatar, which was like $2 billion worldwide? Do you think it's going to actually beat that? Because from the way it's just keep going, this is rolling, I think it actually might have the potential to do that. I've heard that the film hasn't made its way to some other countries yet, and when it does, you know, it's just going to be just as big, it's going to be just as explosive, and I just want to see, will it top it? And that's all my thoughts here, and to the next edition of Gear Breaker Nation, keep those gears turning, guys.